Hey, welcome everybody to Crash with Dash. This is your boy J Dash. Play the objective gaming. Of course, it is Wednesday today. We'll be doing our Wrestling Wednesdays a bit later today. But today I wanted to dabble with Shiki for a couple of reasons. Number one, everybody talks about how bad Shiki is and how she's one of the worst characters in the game. And I'm not saying she isn't as good as some other characters, but I also don't think she's as bad as some people say. I think that she has some pretty solid options. I think she's kind of a Hail Mary character. But with those Hail Marys, you can literally change the flow of any battle. For starters, I think Shiki has two very, very good supers in this game. Okay, unlike everybody in the game, she actually has two very, very good supers. Her weapon flipping technique can punish things that a lot of other weapon flipping techniques can't. As you can see there. And you all know once somebody loses their weapon, they're at a huge disadvantage in this game. You're at a huge advantage, but her weapon flipping technique literally goes full screen. So you can punish certain things that other people can't fully with weapon flip. So I think that that's a strength to her. And her super is the best punish, probably easiest super to get off, super special move, easiest to get off in the game because you can punish things that people don't think about. And that right there is the game changer. And this is why I say she's a Hail Mary character. Because if you can nail that game changer, you're in the match no matter what. Because if you can get this off in, say, round one, you're already one round in the hole. You can save your Rage Explosion for round three when you're really desperate. So I think a lot of Shiki revolves around getting her supers off. Another interesting thing about Shiki is that she does not have many close proximity normals. Okay, all of her normals are the same from distance as they are close. And, you know, that normally seems bad, but I think for her it's actually a good thing, and I'll go over that in a second. Her hard slash is different, and she's actually got a really good range on her far hard slash. It does respectable damage. It's not one of the better ones, but it's good enough. Now, going back to my whole thing with these blunt guards, somebody called them blunt guards. Shiki doesn't have any blunt guard close proximity normals that are cancelable or anything like that, and that's probably not the best, but she does have her Stand K, which is a blunt guard cancelable normal. See? So she does have that. And, you know, so this is probably the only blunt, it's pretty negative, but you know, you can still play some mind games. And at the end of the day, that's what you're really trying to do with Shiki. She's really a mind game champ. She wants to essentially use her other than, you know, TP for distance mind games, and it's a slow startup, it's a slow recovery, but it still serves its purpose as far as mind games go. She's got a lot of mobility. A lot of her special moves give her mobility, which could help. This is not a consistent special move. It's very situational, as is her command grab. It's very situational, if I could get it off. It's very situational, but it doesn't mean that it's bad. They're situational, and they have their use. Another thing that Shiki actually has that's pretty good is she has a really strong overhead when she drops her weapon. It's like it's better than when she has her weapon. But so let's take a look at what I think that we should be doing with Shiki. And as I said, I'm not the Shiki main or anything, but with my time dabbling with Shiki, I do think that there's a certain style she's supposed to play. Number one, she's supposed to get off her supers. And your whole game plan with Shiki is getting off your supers. They're supposed to be, if somebody's trying to throw a projectile, you punish full screen. If somebody like Earthquake does his teleport, you could punish with this or your super special. So these are things that you are trying to do with Shiki. You're trying to get off your supers. But what about Shiki's neutral? Because Samurai Shodown is a neutral game. So, sure, you're always going for the Hail Marys with Shiki. It's imperative for her game to be successful. So what about her neutral? Well, let's take a look at her buttons. As we said, these are all the same, with the exception of that. This is the same, this is the same, this is the same, this is the same, whether we're close or far. Her jumps are the same no matter if they're neutral or jumping forward. Her jump C is actually pretty good jump in. It's a very good jump in and allows you to get to what you're trying to do with Shiki anyway. So, her neutral. I personally believe that if we look at Shiki's normals, like, due to the fact that there's a lot of deflect on her normals, like, all her normals have deflect, I really believe that Shiki is more of a counter player. And what I mean by that is she's waiting to block before she reacts. Okay? Because everything in Samurai Shodown is negative. So she's actually waiting to block before, she reacts. But there are still things that you can do with Shiki that aren't like sit back waiting to block. There's still some things you could do. She's a straight cheese character. Like, all her stuff is cheese, with the exception of her one really solid thing, which is that. That right there is the bread and butter to Shiki's game. You're always just trying to get this combo off. Stand medium, close the fire Rekka with medium. If you're in rage, it actually connects to the hard. So you can and get solid damage. That's Shiki's whole game plan, is to get that off. Now, one of the cool things about Shiki is the fact that her running medium is the same as her down medium, and these are both cancelable. So she has the ability to punish a lot of things that not everybody can by just literally just running medium, boom. So this is really what you're doing with Shiki. And her ducking medium actually takes off more, and the running medium is a little bit less, but it's still the same game plan. Like, if you're in this distance, her standing medium goes farther than her ducking medium. So it just depends on range. So remember, Samurai Shodown is about knowing your ranges about all your normals anyway. So it's a little bit negligible damage. She also gets very solid throw damage, consistent throw damage. If you throw him back, anyone an easy one, you could just do hard. But, so she gets consistent throw damage. It's always going to be 20% when Shiki grabs you. But as you can see, that's solid damage for a grab. Shiki gets solid damage on grabs. So Shiki is one of these characters where you really just want to play ranges a lot. When you block, it's when you want to start going for your things. You don't always want to throw that out. You don't want to always be too predictable, because as we said, her standing light is also cancelable, and you can do that to get back to your defensive game and reset up what you want to do. Because as I said, the whole point is to try to make somebody slip up. At the end of the day, the whole point is to try to make somebody make a mistake and hit them with the super. Full screen, punishing super duper. So, in a way, like, Shiki's go-to tools, in my opinion, and her neutral, are really just her medium, her Russian medium, her light, because it cancels. Her downlight cancels as well. So all these normals are the same no matter where she is, right? So this is all you're really doing with Shiki, is you're just playing that I'm getting on your nerves game. And, if you can land the super duper, you can land the super duper, punish, and that's really Shiki's game plan. Because usually if you hit this, you pretty much are guaranteed a round. Or if you're in rage and you get a weapon flipping technique, you have a huge advantage even with Shiki. Surprisingly, Shiki actually has an advantage over characters and situations. So, this is the lame style that I would play with Shiki. Like, I wouldn't do a lot of aggressive play. And I know you would think, well, she's a ninja. She fits the archetype. She's fast. I mean, look at the run speed. Look at her, nice jump arc. Jumping C is really strong. So, she looks like a rushdown character. And I know that that's weird, that she looks like this Hawamaru Genjiro style rushdown character. I just don't think she's that. Like, her tools are all punish tools. So, the running medium, which is cancelable, is a punish tool. Because the block stun on her running normals is atrocious. They're all, look at that. That's like a hard. Surprisingly, her hard doesn't have that. It's one of those blunt finishing normals. The problem is it's very negative. She still has the slide, which you can do to force the down block. She's got a nice slide. So the thing is, I think the biggest problem with Shiki is she's not a rushdown character, though she looks like a rushdown character. And I think that's where a lot of people are getting confused with, well, how do I even begin to play Shiki, because she doesn't even fit the archetype she looks like. And as we can see, that's why we need to do the running medium, because that doesn't truly combo. But if you do the running medium, you get the true combo. But that's the problem with people who are using Shiki, is like they want to be this rushdown fast, nimble character. Oh, look at this move right here. I can do this to get in on people, which is super negative, so don't. That's really just some air interceptor, I guess. I don't even know. As I said, it serves its purpose, but I wouldn't really bank on it. It has cross up potential, like to hit on both sides, which is that's pretty strong. See, but that's off that standing light cancel that I was saying. You can play with people's heads, and that's what Shiki is. She's she messes with your head. That's really the strength of Shiki. She's not what you thought she was. And I think that's the biggest problem with Shiki, is like she does not play the way she looks. But see, so you can play with distances with that. If somebody tries to counter poke and you reflect, when you're in reflect stun, if you cancel into that and you have your distances down, see, that's a mind game trick. That's not a rushdown trick. These are mind game tricks that Shiki has. She does not have what we would consider to be something that fits her character, like her look. So that's what I'm saying. Like, she's got a lot of cheese hits, and everything with her is kind of a Hail Mary. So am I gonna do this to cross you up and then make you block the other way? This move should be an overhead, in my opinion. Or am I going to do, this, which is cheese. So they're both cheese tactics. So really, her special moves are pure cheese. This, of course, is anti-air. It is what it is. That's an anti-air. But everything is boom. If you need to combo off the light, you use light Sharu. It's the only thing that'll combo off of the light Sharu. So other than that, everything is cheese with Shiki. And the thing is, she's just a Hail Mary champion, where everything's a Hail Mary, but she does have a better chance of getting her Hail Marys off than a lot of other characters, due to the fact that her stuff is full screen. She's got full screen on everything. And so that's really, in my eyes, like the design of this character. Everything is about trying to punish with your stand medium or your running medium, just because the ranges are so good. If somebody does a stand C, you can usually, if you know your distance as well, you can usually clip them with the edge of your medium slash, and look, full combo punish on everything. Everything with Shiki is full combo punish. And that's where her real strength is. It's not rushdown. It's basically punish. That's why she has this, to get back and get ready for the next punish. Teleporting behind, I mean, sure, you'll get punished unless you really think they're going to, throw out a heavy. Because if they throw out a light, which if they're in that range, if they're smart, they're going to throw out a light. Maybe a Sharu, they'll probably still beat you on the startup, but especially if they block it, you know. So this is not really designed for that. It's more boom. Okay, and I'm going back to my safe range with Shiki. I'm trying to annoy you to get you to make a big mistake, catch you with the super. All right. This is the game plan for Shiki. It is not rushdown, and I think that right there is the biggest problem. But look at the damage of her super duper. Right, I'm hitting you for 620, and as I said, she's got the easiest one to hit because you can punish so many things that you cannot punish with other characters with her super duper. Right, and that's the cool thing about Shiki, and of course. They'll probably burn the rage explosion, which is okay because you have your rage. And as I said, your weapon flipping technique is full screen as well. So that's the thing about Shiki is you actually, if you force them to burn their rage early in round 1, well, you still have your weapon flipping technique, which can punish so many things, not as much as their super, but it can punish so many things that other characters can't. They're down a weapon. They're struggling to combat against you. You protect their weapon, or you can pull the Punko and knock their weapon off screen and then just turtle, because she is a turtle. Shiki is a turtle anyway. So you're playing to your strength, because that's really Shiki's gameplay, is to turtle. She's not a rushdown character. And I know that sucks, because she has this design like one. She's a gimmicky character that relies on gimmicks to win. And you just need to know all the gimmicks with Shiki so that you can sneak some wins in. See, these are all gimmicks that I'm doing. Right? That's a gimmick. This is a gimmick attack. If you need to switch sides, you have the hit throw, right? So... I'm just trying to think if they were to patch her to make her better, maybe make that a command throw. I don't know. Just so she can have another valid option. Maybe make this a command throw, right? I don't think she needs a lot more because her supers are really good. But maybe something like that. Or make these overhead. Because I do believe you can duck block these from what people have been saying. So... yeah, see, so that's maybe the only thing, I don't want to make her busted, and I think she can easily be a busted character, and I'm trying to avoid that. So, as I said, you could play, she's a mind game cheese turtle character, is what Shiki is. Do not try to play her rushdown. That is not her style. How do you start recording training mode? Okay, that's a good question. If you go to this and hit A, you come over here, and then this is where you can do recording. The problem is I'm not using a PlayStation pad, and so my buttons I would have to reconfigure to hit the start record. As you can see down here, it's attached to pushing in your L3, R3. Okay, so that's how you would do it. Oh, I just messed up. Let me go back to default. But this is Shiki, guys. I'm sorry, but she's not what she looks like. But if you like cheese champions, she's got a lot of cheese. See? Look at all this cheese. If I use the medium, it's not going to hit. I just get my mobility. And I'm back out, annoying them. Why can't I ever land a hit on this character? Not a problem there. If you like cheese champs, turtling cheese, she's your character. Honestly, I don't mind turtle characters. So, look at this mind game. But see, because usually you're going to do that and get on their nerves, and maybe every now and then you just mix it up to fake them out where they're just not expecting it. Because most of the time you actually want to play away with Shiki. Okay? You actually want to play away. Make them come to you. You're the turtle. So you're doing everything you can to make them come to you. And then what cheese am I going to use against you when you're in range? She does have combos. So use your combos when appropriate. And as I said, she has one of the best consistent damage combos with the running medium and Tarekas that can punish so many things that a lot of other characters can. And in my opinion, from what I'm looking at, this is how you play Shiki. Like when I was playing the computer, I'm still not playing ranked online. I'm still trying to figure out tech with characters. That was my best rate of success. It's just a turtle, counter poke. You know, am I going to use light, depending on the range? Am I going to use medium? I'm going to go back here, get on your nerves. And as soon as they make a mistake, I was, boom, Like, I don't know what else to do with her. This is the moveset they gave her, and this is how I would play her. And I may play her. Look at that. I mean, that's cheese. That cross-up is cheese. And if you space this one correctly to the hard, you can link that too. See? Cheese. That's a cheese cross-up. But she has it, so use it. I mean, use it. There's the cross-up cheese. Oh, that one's in front. So, everything with Shiki is cheese. Like, you're just stacking up damage and relying on the damage of her easy-to-nail supers to win a match. Get on the other side. I want you over here. I'm going back over. Oh, no, I'm over here. See, but for the most part, using that one anyway. Just to annoy them. She is an annoying champ to play against, so play her as such. Do not play her as anything else. Her down hard is actually pretty solid because it's a double sweep. So it looks like you can whiff. Oh, sorry. That second hit will hit you if you know your spacing, right? See? So that's actually pretty solid. I will admit that. So she's got tools. I wouldn't say that she's great, but I wouldn't say she's terrible. But if you like gimmicky characters that can steal victories, she's right up your alley. Shiki is right up your alley. I want a gimmicky character that can steal a victory. Oh, I'm going to play Shiki. Look at this. All gimmicks. Other than her wreckage string, all her other special moves are very gimmicky. But once you know her Rekka string and you punish with her Rekka string, that's just mobility. And that's the thing. You can use this for the mobility and get out of a situation, and you're annoying them. Like, damn it, I can't hit this girl. She's doing stupid things like this. Oh, okay, well, now she's going to cheese and do, some cheese tactic instead. So, in my opinion, that's Shiki. And I wouldn't make her anything else. And I know I'm getting redundant, but I'm just kind of showing you some of the cheese she has. And other than that, use your universal overhead, use your running slide, make sure you know the distance of your running slide, try your best to keep things safe. All her running attacks on block are unsafe, so her running medium is a punish tool. Her running light is super, for whatever reason, as I showed before. Look at that. Still use all the other attacks because all of her normals are cancelable. Cancel into reflect. The other tactic that I was showing you guys, right? See? So that's what I mean. She's a very defensive character because everything can cancel into reflect. So she's super defensive. Everything about Shiki is defensive. Do not play her offensively. She is a defensive character. Alright, so that's it for now. I got to about 25 minutes. I'll come back on later. I just wanted to do this after I dabbled with Shiki. Just to kind of show you my finding and my understanding of the character. And so this is J Dash. Play the objective, crash with Dash. Please follow so you can come lab it out with me and we can get everybody better in this game. Alright, I'll talk to you all later. Peace.